That's funny. So you get your stored orders, and you go up to the front, and you get a hot dog or a pizza.
Really?
Your main entree. Yeah.
Do they give they do free stuff at Costco for veterans?
Oh, I don't know. I
No,
was
it's
talking about
the...
Why did you put all those nasty ass mixers in there?
Because I'm going to drink them. I bought them. I am going to drink them.
Are you?
Yeah.
Plain?
Yeah. Club soda, it's delicious.
It's disgusting.
Why is club soda disgusting? It's the same as water.
Ginger beer is nasty.
It tastes kind of like, yeah, it's not my, it wouldn't be my go-to.
You're just drinking it because you paid for it?
Oh, I'm not going to throw it away.
But I mean, you can take it home and actually use it for mixers. It tastes better with alcohol in
I
it.
don't have any alcohol at home.
What'd you do with all the stuff that you had?
What stuff?
You sent me a whole picture of like stuff that's been in there for...
Well, I mean, I have some old stuff. But I'm not going to drink it.
No?
I have brandy an apricot brandy or something. Apricot. Yeah, that's probably 30 plus years old. Then I have my Tesla tequila. That ain't getting opened.
I have 3 bottles that I got from Aaron's grandpa.
Hey, Nicole.
Shep. Just a Shep. Alexander Shepard. He used to go, he was a flight guy in the Navy or military or whatever, and Air Force, and he would go different places and bring home alcohol. So like I have like a Johnny Walker that's like from like 1940s.
Wow.
I mean it's old. It comes in the original Johnny Walker tin and all that kind of
hopefully
stuff.
you don't drink that, keep it.
Well, maybe, we'll see. Then I haven't thus far, and I've had it.
I'll give you $30 for it.
No, I had it for 8 years, and then I have like a 1962 Bushmill whiskey, like Special One Reserve or something that he had in his thing that's never been opened, and then I have one more kind of whiskey.
Hey, Farron. Fancy seeing you here.
So.
I was just arguing with a troll. I gave up. Yeah, there's no winning.
A troll on what? There's no point because. Can I tell you what makes those?
Not everyone has half a brain. That's true.
You know what makes the trolls the most angry?
Being polite and nice.
How do you do this?
That's why I loved
like this.
Working customer service.
How do you do that?
And having a really upset person. And you're just super nice, and it just drives them up the wall because you know you can't be mean back, so you just be super nice.
You just take the higher road.
Oh, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. What can I do to make your day better? Have a great day today. Thank you.
I still can't get over the fact that Mrs.
Bush is one of the best whiskeys you can get.
Is it? I'd say Bainbridge is probably more one of my favorites. But Bainbridge has a private reserve in Bainbridge Island, and it's expensive, but it's so good. But anyway, I haven't had any for a while. But I still can't get over the fact that I supposedly have a very expensive sports car in my house. Like, I'm still trying to figure out where that's at, because I would really like to sell it if that was the case. Aaron was like, why would it even matter if we did have one?
Honey, Nicole just brought that up.
My fancy sports car. My 1988 Mustang that my husband bought for $1,200 when he was 17 years old.
She said she almost went out and bought you a Hot Wheels car.
Nicole, that's brilliant. I already have so much Shep. I'm totally going to do that. I'm going to totally make a TikTok video that says, the rumor has it, I have a really fancy sports car. And it is true. And then just pan over to a Hot Wheels in my driveway that's like this big.
How they do those pictures where it looks like you do.
Oh, I'm totally going to do that.
I don't know why, but when you said that, the only car I could picture was the car on Father of the Bride.
Yeah, like something like a Corvette.
Well, that was, I don't remember what that was, but remember the little sports car he had?
Oh, you're talking just the normal driver that he had.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
For some reason, that's all I pictured.
This is also coming from a person who's totaled, 6 vehicles when she was here alone? So.
I don't know.
Oh, Oh, well, it is what it is. I would really like you to let me know what fancy sports car I got.
At least when Ashley mutes Dan here, we can easily fix it.
That's very true.
He goes to other pages where they don't mute him.
He can't on Patreon, though.
Oh.
Patreon's YouTube. So Holly's just fixing a platform, and then we're gonna go grab our Amazon goodness. But more importantly,
Dad
today,
wanted a Bobcat, so I bought him a die-cast one. Oh, a Bobcat! Nice.
More importantly, it is a very special day that we do need to recognize. It is Veterans Day. I say that our middle school does one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
They do it this year? Again?
Yeah, that's their fundraiser.
Oh, that's
they
so
raised
cool.
$50,000 doing that.
It's
so
touching.
You buy a sign to raise money for the school to honor your veterans, and they get all of the men and women who have fought photos blown up, and they actually put them in ground throughout the entire schoolyard, and there's hundreds of them there, and it's to honor our veterans. But I can say I'm very disappointed in the city of Anacortes, though. They didn't put up any flags.
None?
No. Which is very odd. Usually we put flags all the way down commercial when it's, Veterans Day or 4th of July or anything that has to do with, honoring the men and women and freedom. But we do want to thank all the men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice, whether you had a family member or a loved one who has either lost their life or returned home and is finally home and safe, or the people who are continually in the military that are, on call at all times. Thank you so much for your service. My Uncle Lenny was in it, and he was at the my daughter's thing. My father-in-law, my cousin Jeremy is currently in National Guards. Just thank you, everybody, for your service, and thank you to the families who have been so kind to stick with their loved ones.
It actually is.
Huh?
Veterans Day is actually tomorrow, yes, but we're just...
It is tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids are out of school today.
It says Veterans Day substitute, so I think they're...
Yeah, so they substitute today, but we won't be on tomorrow for that. We're going to be on 11/11 for our board members. So.
Dan says, well said.
But we do want to honor the men and women who continually fight for our country.
Thank you, past, present, future veterans, their families, for our freedom.
We're very, very grateful for you, especially with everything that's going on right now. I know it's a scary time for families not knowing if their loved one's going to be just deployed like that for something due to bad leadership. It's just not good.
So we might get flags tomorrow.
Maybe. They usually put them up, though, now. Usually when I come into work, they're already, because it takes all day. Or they start at like midnight.
Let's see what kind of backlash they get, like when they canceled the oyster run.
That they end up redoing.
Yeah, they're like, I'm sorry.
No, they had to pay for the paramedics. So anyway, Holly's just fixing something, like I said, and then we'll get our Amazon goodness here, but I probably should change that then. I actually thought Veterans Day was today. Because my kids are out of school. That's silly. Then why are my kids not in school today?
Damn it. Send them to school.
Why are my kids home? Oh.
Playing Fortnite.
I know. So, anyway. Yeah, we'll go get the packages. We can bring them in here.
The observed Veterans Day is today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, it's hot.
It's hot.
You know what's amazing though? I can actually, my hands are cold, so I can actually suck the
Warm
heat.
it up on your hand, on yourself.
I can suck the heat out of it.
Your kiddos are in school?
Mine aren't.
What is wrong with the world?
Mine are at home. So, anyway, tomorrow is going to be fun, so I'll make that announcement real quick. So tomorrow we're going to be able to answer any of your questions and stuff that you have. So we'll have Jessica, April, myself, Holly, Jeremy will be recording and asking questions. Kat and James will be here tomorrow, who is our media content people that have been so kind and generous to offer their services to help us.
We're going to need a bigger
with
cabin.
That. Huh?
We're going to need a bigger cabin.
No, I just have to clean it. Once you clean it, it'd be amazing how much more room is put in here. We might actually we should probably just slide this bench out for the day.
So everyone's standing?
I'll bring in, I have like 7 million lawn chair things at my house. So I'll bring those in. Because those are way more comfy. Maybe I'll bring my little s'more pit. I think my in-laws have a little s'more pit thing that is an indoor thing.
Heck yeah.
I can bring that because it's supposed to pour rain tomorrow.
They didn't change that because it was supposed to be, I thought, today, too.
You don't want to hear that all day.
Yeah. We can still hear it.
Not as loud, though. And I don't want any of their equipment to be ruined. So, anyway. So, for those who are watching right now while we're still waiting for Holly to hurry up and get done, if you guys, I gotta give a shout out to Max Payne in Bellingham at Catalyst Tattoo. I got my first ever tattoo, and I'm so glad that I went to him. I searched for 3 years for a tattoo artist because I knew one of 2 things was gonna happen. One, I was gonna get it done, and I was never gonna get another one because I just I didn't know what to expect pain-wise and things like that. So and 2, it's permanent, forever, and I didn't want it to be...
I can get rid of them now.
It hurts worse than getting it done.
It's not an issue, right?
I don't want to do that, get that taken off. Anyway, I a phenomenal job. This is one of his, I told him what I wanted. This is one of his artwork. Again.
I missed something. Everyone's...
Max Payne, Catalyst Tattoo, Bellingham, Washington. He specializes in, flowers and animals, believe it or not, and his animals are just amazing. He did this orca that was just so exquisite. And a fox, and a wolf. And anyway, he's done a lot of the stuff, and hasn't been tattooing for very long, so he's very talented. You can't really see because I have the ink pockets and stuff in here that are hiding the detail and the shading correctly. But his fine line work is absolutely spot on. It's so straight. It's so clean. There's no jagged in anything.
I think the kids say on point.
It would be on point. It's amazing. He did such a fantastic job. I couldn't be happier. I thought I was going to be getting a full sleeve with his work, but I don't want to take away from this piece. Now,
did he have ideas if you were to do a wraparound, what to do without taking away from that?
Well, it would just be more floral going all the way up if I did it.
Like vines and stuff? Or?
No, more flowers and stuff.
Okay.
But he did such a good job. But I'm in love with this, so I don't want to take away from it all. So I'll get this side done too eventually. But he did such a good job. So pretty. It makes me so happy.
Jeremy has no tattoos.
So this is my first, but he had so this is Shep and Ryland's birth flowers. This is my husband's birth flower. This is my birth flower. And then this is also a flower of March, which is my kids' other birth flower. So
Rescue 56 says, use unscented soap when removing the bandage when it's time, then unscented lotion.
Yeah, I already have the tattoo lotion that he told me to get.
Ooh, 500 stars. Jeez, Jacqueline, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So he did a fantastic job. It was I got there at noon and I left at 7:30 at night.
And someone wanted to know if all the chairs that you have will fit in your sports car.
Well, just so you know, I have multiple vehicles, not just a sports car.
We'll have the caravan. You're gonna have to go get a whole bunch of batteries and.
It will fit in my truck, one of my 2 trucks. I do have 2 trucks, but the other 2 vehicles outside my house don't run. It won't fit in my husband's car or his Mustang, but I do have a lot of vehicles, but that is not by choice. I do need to sell them, but I honestly have just been so busy. We
kind of joke about it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go to the auction next month. We got to get them next month.
I got to get the CTS up to auction.
Got to go to the auction again.
Yeah, so the CTS is going up to auction. My caddy, my 07 caddy is going, I'm just going to sell it over at my buddy's shop. But then we'll be back to almost a normal amount of vehicles. And then Aaron's truck and his car, he's had for over 20 years. So his Mustang even more, almost 30. So it's like, anyway, it is what it is. But it's okay. It's really nobody's business what my husband does. And if my husband makes a lot of money and I don't, it's not anyone's business, to be quite honest. And I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves that people do they feel that like a CEO or someone who pulls up in a Tesla working for a nonprofit or something is doing something wrong, but maybe they're just really, really smart with their money and they live minimally so that they are able to have a couple nice things rather than a whole bunch of little things. And it also just shouldn't matter because
new lottery winners that buy multi-million-dollar homes. multiple multi-million-dollar
so
homes.
many. Their property taxes are going to be so
high. They're going to end up with nothing here pretty soon, just like the majority of the people that win.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm super excited. I am super honored. So if you're looking for somebody to do an amazing job, he's very kind. My best friend and I had just such a fun time talking with him and his apprentice that's there. Really, really sweet guys. Very professional.
Tell him Ashley sent you.
Tell him the wolf lady sent you. He'll know who I am. So he won't know Ashley. I'm sure he tattoos a lot of Ashleys. But say, the wolf lady sent me. He'll know. So I told him I was going to give him a shout out because...
Use discount code wolf lady.
No discount code. He's worth every dime. So, all right, let's go grab his stuff and see if Holly's done. All right.
It's like you were having a conversation with your Red Bull. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Back.
She's not going in without me.
She learned to run inside. Oh, Holly's already filling the propane.
Yep.
That's why it's taking so long.
What?
So much energy.
Yep. She's like a dog version of Rylan. What? Where's the stick? Go find it. Go find the stick. That's technically a stick. Okay. Holy moly. Guacamole.
No, off.
Gotta get everything on one property. Holy cow. I smell pig poop.
I smell propane.
I smell pig poop. Yeah, his hair is longer. He's bigger too. She was the smallest, and that color, out of all of them. I'm still friends with the owner, or the past owner, ex-owner, I guess. Not Jeremy. Jeremy's not cute. I know what you meant.
That propane is almost done filling. I gotta wait for Holly because I told her I would. There she is.
Should I go get a battery pack? Because you're almost dead. You're at 20.
Right here. Propane smells so bad.
Thank goodness.
Good?
Yep.
Okay. Let Holly turn that off and then we'll get going. Turned out to be a pretty day though today. Said it wasn't supposed to be, yeah?
Yeah, I was just looking at the thing. I can see.
The storm coming in
Yeah,
out there?
I think they said around 12:30, and then it's
The
not supposed to stop until like
Tomorrow.
for 2 days.
Great.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
pretty much everyone out here is always moving. We're always doing something.
Have to be. Don't stop.
Believe in.
That actually was play yesterday. I was getting tattooed.
Was it really?
When I first got started, don't stop believing. Oh, I'm gonna believe it.
Hey, what are you doing? All right. Let me see it.
I think it's there, Holly.
Off. Lay down. Roll over. That's it. Roll over. That was half gator.
It's a half gator.
It's a gator that you cut in half. It's a turn. It's a twist. In the middle of a jump. You've never heard of a half gator?
No. I've heard of scorpion.
You need the rain in Kansas so bad?
You can come have some of ours.
Everyone's laughing at my Dan joke. He makes Dan jokes on other pages too. He's not just watching, he's actually making Dan jokes.
Dan, I am hurt.
I know. And Farron's over there too. I mean, it's like all of our watchers go to other wolf places.
Thank you for supporting other wolf places.
They aren't as funny as Holly, though.
What? Holly is
the other wolf
best.
place that our followers go to after we're done.
Okay,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they're off. Who
Yep,
else
let's
is
go
on?
over there. Did your tattoo hurt?
Yeah, like hell. Didn't feel good. Tell you that much.
Dan, how dare you share your Dan jokes? Hollyisms are the best.
Hollyisms are one of my favorite things in life.
I do what I can.
Dog and Ball only supports us. I saw you over there one day too, but it was just to thank them for stopping by.
You're very sweet.
Oh,
We don't care if you support other people. It's great. What?
I just disconnected for a second.
Enjoy your gift. We sure hope this helps an elderly dog from us. I don't know who from us is.
Thank you, us. What do we got? She's desperately looking around.
Usually I have something.
Can't use your teeth on that one.
Oh, stop it.
Ooh, thank you.
You stop in just for this type of content? Thank you, Big Daddy Red.
Thank you. Okay, so this is one of
Jeremy's Hollyism with weenies,
I know
think
that you
is
think
still
that this is for a dog, but it's actually for an elderly cougar.
the cougar.
Yeah.
Good, because boy and girls needs replaced.
Stephanie, don't judge me.
Her keys are probably in the truck.
They're in the gift shop, actually. I took them out of my...
What was my Holly? Oh, never mind. I already know what you're talking about.
Ready?
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's like-
the bumpy one.
Yeah, it looks orthopedic and
They're going to love it.
Holly's like, there you go, waterproof cover.
Awesome. Oh my goodness, you guys are amazing. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you, us. Appreciate that.
Are we gonna see any animals today?
Yeah, we'll go see some animals after this.
If you guys can hear us.
Just FYI, I'm the problem. The wolves are loud. Just to be clear,
Mhm.
this is from Dan Martin. What did I register for?
Pink.
It is pink. It looks like a sherbet something.
Opening fan mail. Yep, we're opening Amazon. We call it Amazon goodness.
It was so
Amazon?
colorful.
I know. I don't know what it is.
But yes, it was all been donated from our Amazon wish list. Oh, there it goes. Yep, she just yelled, "Ashley, no teeth." Stephanie.
Love you, Stephanie.
Ooh, look at those.
Wow.
Those are good size too.
Those are perfect.
I'm glad I registered for these. I remember now that I opened them. Thank you so much. These are so great. They're super easy to wash. These are perfect to add a little extra layer to their beds.
They
if they're
look
in
really
huts.
fluffy.
They are very fluffy.
They're very soft. Thank you very much. That's awesome.
And a variety of colors.
Which is good, because everyone needs a little bit of color in their lives, coming from the person who only has gray through her entire house.
Yeah, Nikki, she knows. She said she has good dental, though.
I have great dental. My front teeth are fake. They're strong.
Those are, I don't know if they're driving their quads or their dirt bike. I think it's their, yeah.
Yes, they're dirt bikes.
It's not the same one they were riding earlier.
No.
That's really, really loud.
Yeah, it is a little annoying.
So thank you so much. A little hypocritical, don't you think? I will remember this live so that way.
Forever.
No, I'll remember this live so that, if I ever have to go to court, there's a little bit of contradiction in the nuisance claim. Because this is not constant. It doesn't bother us, the hypocrisy bothers us.
It bothers me.
Well, get over it, you're old.
I whispered that.
They're really loud.
That was only for them. That wasn't for Ashley.
I heard that.
Oh.
It bothers me.
Dang you and your Vulcan hearing.
They use real tape.
They did use real tape.
They're homeschooled, and it's and.
Oh, it's another house.
Small animal home.
Ooh, is that one for cargo? I remember someone said they were going to get one for cargo because they wanted them a matching one.
Yay! I don't know who sent this in. Thank you so much. I will put this together on Patreon someday soon. I wonder if it comes.
Hello, Mark. Hello, guys. It bothers. Thank you.
You want to know why it doesn't bother me? Because they don't complain about us. Even though we're not loud. Even though the wolves aren't loud.
And we're not on their property.
And we're not destroying wetlands. But you know what? That's beside the point.
I'll back you guys up. Thank you. Did it say who that was for?
It didn't say who it was from.
Oh. I think it was from a cargo person. Ooh, oil filled.
Yes. I don't know who sent this in because there's no tag. But thank you very much. This is fantastic.
It's very cool.
Yeah, so we have a couple different heaters on our wish list, but we are needing to try to get as many electric heat.
Some of ours are
Going out.
about 6 years old of constant use. Yeah, it's
They're done.
you can only fix them so many times.
But this is good because this should work really, really, really well.
It's like that beep button, so you don't know if you're cussing or not. So you just wait for them to go over.
I don't cuss until they go over.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah. Those short bikes have to go.
The thing that's frustrating for me is it's not just like it's like
And-
they're gonna.
And believe it or not, that's the quiet one.
That is the quiet one.
One of them. So glad that this can be posted as evidence one day.
And they've brought in
Save me the big boxes.
50 truckloads of dirt. So, I mean, where the ground level would be like right here, it's literally up there now.
Wow.
Those are the.
Yeah, Salvador usually doesn't enjoy it.
No, he's very angry right now.
Happy. Okay, so. Let me hold that so I can fall over. Just 1 sec.
And it's sad, it used to be all trees. So it used to be like this. They took it all out for a racetrack.
It's their property.
It is. I'm just saying it's sad. I have a dirt bike, would never ride near where animals are doing it. Yeah.
Well, it's not that. It's how they ride. Like it's constant revving. It's not even how you ride. I used to ride. I have
That's
I
a
have
nice
bunch of
cedar.
these.
It is a nice cedar.
I am confused though how there's only one of these and not two. I guess I'll see.
I love how the instruction man is right here. Well, I guess we'll see. And went right to the. Ow.
Sharp?
That was weird.
So, this is going to be fantastic. I was doing some research on this because these...
Yeah, horses, that's definitely... horses could kill someone if they get spooked.
Yeah, that's true.
The noises are neighbors with dirt bikes.
Okay, we'll go see some animals here.
Who's it going in with?
I want to try it in the gift shop first to see how well it works. I ultimately want to put it in with the birds.
Okay.
You're not supposed to tip it.
Well, how are you supposed to put the wheels on?
Like this. So, because the oil has to settle before you plug it in. If it's been.
They're just having fun. They're kids.
They're kids. You're allowed to have fun.
That's weird how there's... Most people don't necessarily have a tailgate to do that, but...
Well, they have a dining room table or a counter.
Not
Do they?
always.
Yes, always. A couch, a chair.
I say when I moved out, I didn't have a dining room table for the first year.
You didn't have a countertop?
I did. I said you said table. I didn't have a table.
Dan says, payback for muting me? What's payback? What'd she do?
What, going to other people? Loving other people, Dan? I tell you what.
Someone said they don't have knees to be able to kneel down like that. Yeah, that's true. Some people's knees are pretty...
Yeah. But you know what the truth is? Or so are mine. You sit down. Anyway. We'll put this in there. So, thank you for...
Is the hand upside down?
The what?
The don't touch.
It's all right there.
Because you're touching it like that.
Is that why?
Uh-huh. And up here you'd be touching it like that.
We're gonna bend down so you can touch it.
My hands are all puffy. Look how puffy my hands are.
They don't look any different than
Really?
Yeah.
My hands always look that puffy?
Yep.
Yes, some of them they do.
So, if I can get this started, it's on
But there's
already.
nothing we can do about it.
It's fine. It's not worth bitching about other people's stuff all the time, guys.
They just asked if it bothered any of the animals. I just said some of them they do.
I know, I'm just saying that I understand that it's frustrating, but I got a letter in the mail from the county about my neighbor. I mean, I'd say he's in my neighborhood. Keeps on cross-threading. He's in my neighborhood. He was a collector. Let's just say that. He was a collector of things. And my other neighbors did not like it.
She put her head on the other side. No, neighbor doesn't complain about that yet.
Just give it time.
Yeah. Once he gets what he wants in one place, he'll probably move on to the next.
Anyway, my point of saying that was I got a letter from Skagit County and it said, please support us in complaining about your neighbor.
This is a different
my neighbor at my
personal
house, by my house, for the trash and stuff and blah 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 blah. And I wrote them an email and I said, first of all, it's not my house. I'm not the one paying property taxes on it. If he wants it to look like shit, that's on him, not on me. Well, it brings down property values. No, it really doesn't. Because it wasn't bad. I wasn't. He had like 10 boxes out front of his garage and 4 cars in his driveway or something like that. I can't complain. I have 6. So it's like, I don't, anyway, it just makes me upset because, first of all, I was going through this thing with my neighbors personally that are complaining about the wolves howling as a nuisance. And so it really irked me because it's like, it's not our place, just worry about you. Do you.
It's got a remote.
Unless it's like physically harming animals or people or your home, it's not worth it, you guys. It just makes me sad. Let's go this way. No, back.
Yeah. Chloe, come. Come. Good girl.
So, thank you to whomever sent this in. We're going to try it in here for a night because if it can keep this warm in here, then it'll go to the birds. Oil heaters, they heat up the oil inside. And then the good thing about these is that once the oil gets hot, they just stop using the power.
They radiate, and they don't use an element.
So it's able to...
Oh, there's a package at your front door.
Okay. See what the temperature, so we set it for 76. Stays nice and warm in here for them. And we'll come back and check on this and see how it's working. So thank you. I read really good reviews on this actually. And they say the way that these are bent actually allows heat to distribute better than the solid ones. I have 4 of these at my house because I like to heat up the room rather than the entire house because...
Donating 10 if anyone wants to match. Dan. J. Mitch said, I will match you. Stephanie's going to match.
Oh gosh, you guys are being so kind.
Wait. I got more.
Back, Chloe. Back.
Is it better to...
Back, Chloe, out.
Is it better to donate to Amazon Goodness? Or send... Wait,
No,
what was the thing? No, I can't find it.
We want you to do what's ever best for you.
And if you're asking about the address, it's automatically sends to the correct address.
And if it's not working and you can't take it off the wish list, our mailing address is in the link in our bio.
Is it better to send Amazon Goodness to the sanctuary? No, it'll send it to the correct address. You don't have to enter in any addresses.
If you do, though, the address that I need you to send it to is in the link in our bio. It's to our office.
Thank you for pinning that. I knew it was back there somewhere.
Oh my goodness, you guys ate so well.
They got the sleepies.
They're all snoozing. So these right here are our raccoons. They had, if you were on our Patreon this morning, you saw what they had. They had mealworms, they had shrimp, they had omnivore food, they had sweet potato, they had bananas, they had...
that look with the legs stretched out, it's like, excuse me.
They had eggs, they had a whole bunch of peanuts, they had chicken. They're very, very tired now. And then Rocket's over there.
How is the fundraising going?
The fundraising is going well. I can tell you that we'll be fine until middle or end of January, which is just such a blessing. Now we really have to work on getting that protection these next few months.
Self-sustaining kind of thing going.
Yeah. So we're working towards that.
Oh, I bought you an item and it was delivered to my address. I need to okay, so email Ashley. She will get you the address to send it to. It all depends on the size and all that.
You'd probably be better to return it to Amazon and have them ship it again.
Yeah, because you're over the pond from what I remember.
It's gonna be way too much money to get it back. Come on, guys. Come here. Hi.
They are pretty sweet.
Hello. Hi, Percy.
It's nice to see the Patreon family going up.
It is nice to see that going up. It's very exciting.
Thank you, Dan. I saw that.
Hey, Percy. What are you doing? Hi, Percy.
That's brilliant, Ashley. I'm glad that you all can breathe for just a little while.
It's fantastic. Thank you guys so much for everyone who's contributed thus far and continuing to contribute. If we can get our year expenses, which are $600,000, I mean, that would be such a relief. I just,
Yeah. We do have one named Rocket.
he's in the tube sleeping over there. I literally saw your entire jaw tighten tight.
Do all raccoons have the eye stripes?
Yeah, so raccoons actually have that for a purpose. They don't have that just because they want to look like little trash bandits. They have that so that it can reflect the sun appropriately so that they can actually be better hunters, whether it be in the ocean or in water or, in lakes or whatever it may be, whatever they're trying to look for. They're able to reflect that sun better, almost like a football player that's able to
intimidate their...
There's 3 of them. 4 of them.
I was going to say, I see 4.
5. Oh, no, it's a leaf. Oh, that's a crow, though.
I wish I could help financially, but I'm sharing you for your wonderful sanctuary. Thank you very much.
So greatly appreciated. We don't want to put anyone in a financial hardship.
Just trying to grab my phone out of my pocket.
By any means. We are grateful for people just watching us, helping us be monetized on that, sharing our videos. All of that also does help us. So we're very grateful to anyone who's also doing that. Or just spreading the word, sending out a text message of our GoFundMe or our PayPal charity or any of that kind of stuff is so helpful.
It's dirt bikes.
Not ours.
Our neighbors.
They're neighbors. Here comes that windstorm they're talking about.
They were talking about windstorm?
There's a wind warning from 12 o'clock this afternoon till 4 tomorrow. I know.
I'm expecting to see that tree. If it doesn't come down by itself, I need to pull it.
The one on the sloths?
No, the one over by the other side that we looked at the other day.
There's a few of those. So.
But
you're talking about the tall one that's been there?
It's a hanger.
Oh, gotcha. Look at him.
Oh my, what a hard life. Thank you for the pumpkin spice lattes.
You're so funny.
Thanks for all the gifts, everyone. That's great. Thank you so much.
That's like how my tattoos were. That noise is equivalent to the face that I made during my tattoo.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. Okay.
Misty, new name. I love seeing all these new names. I found you because of your news article. Perfect video for today. God works in mysterious ways. Certainly does.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're going to be live tomorrow. So those who don't know, we are going on live 11/11 at 11/11. We are going to be here with just more than me. April, Jessica, her husband, Kat, James, Jeremy, Holly. We're all going to be here tomorrow.
Any word on Levi yet?
Levi's going to go he has some work to do.
Ah. Thank you. I love what you're doing. We'll help support soon. Thank you very much. New name again. I love these new names. They're so cool to see them all.
So make sure you join us tomorrow because we're going to be answering all your questions and stuff tomorrow. We're going to be live on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube tomorrow.
Oh, there he is.
That's why.
I'm missing one.
Rocket!
Missing two.
Rocket,
One's
raccoon.
sleeping. You can, or just woke up. You can see him poking his head out of the tube back there. What time is that? GMT? Oh, you'd have to ask your Alexa. I have no idea.
Oh, what is it? Mountain time? You said GMT?
GMT is over the.
Oh no, MD. I'm thinking of MD.
GMT is over like in Europe area or
Okay, yeah. So
England or something.
we're going live at 11.
Greenwich Mean Time, I think is what it stands for.
Okay, we're going live 11:11 Pacific Standard Time, so you can ask your phone to convert that for you. So
I want to adopt an animal in my granddaughter's name. Just turned 16. I don't remember seeing how when I adopted one. So
what you
that's
just
on
literally
Facebook.
You just literally send her the package that you get. So we send it to you, and then you send it to her saying that this was done in honor of her. And you can
That's
add
right.
whatever you want to that.
Well, kind of right.
So we make it pretty universal so that you can just easily send it to people. And we give you direct access to the Google Drive so that you can have that. You can even send forward her the email and change the names in it there. So it's very simplistic to do. And I gotta send those out today. I have, due to the Cairo 7, I have 300 emails I have to respond to as soon as I get home today. I am very grateful for the work. I am not complaining. What a blessing to have. I am honored to be able to have those emails to answer. Holly's pulling out Frank right now.
I am.
So you
Bird
can
breed, let's go.
go that way. Well, there's a lot in there, so.
But his favorite is that yogurt.
The birds eat the yogurt.
What?
I don't know what they're eating. Just want to make sure they don't.
The birds.
The little chickadees are eating Frank's food.
Oh, I don't feed the birds yogurt.
Hi, Frank.
I almost
Introduce
snorted
Frank,
there.
Holly.
So this is Frank. He is one of our possums out here. He is just a little over a year old. He is small for his age. Possums they're freaking awesome. They really are. They are basically the janitors of our world. They eat all that dead decaying meat and they're fine. They won't get sick from it. They technically are tick control because they go around and eat a lot of ticks out of your yard. And if you have a garden, these guys love slugs, so keep them around. The reason why he is smaller is because his mom was crushed by an excavator while he was inside that pouch. So his head is a little deformed. He is the only survivor from that. Because of that, he wasn't able to be re-released. So he came here so he can live out his best life. Living in a nice plush bed that you guys send in for him with some blankets. Eating yogurt and chicken. Right? Right? Hi, buddy. Hi. Yeah, you look good boys. So they do have that they do have opposable thumbs on their back feet. Let go of my finger. He's poking out.
He was showing himself to you guys.
Hi, buddy. You can't do that. This is a family show.
Yes, our possums are much different than Australian possums.
Yes. But they do have that prehensile tail where you see in cartoons and movies where they hang from it. They can hang for short periods of time. It's more that fifth appendage for when they fall, they're able to catch themselves. They cannot sleep and hang and sleep with it. Right?
He's like, I want my yogurt, lady.
I know. Okay. I want some yogurt. I know. He's like Velcro when you try and take him off. He's like, I approve, Ashley.
Again, I've been very busy, you guys. My phone's been ringing off the freaking hook. Which is great. I just can't answer all of it yet. Right now. Hey, Frankity Frank. Say you can symbolically adopt me at becausewematter.org. And help pay for my yogurt, my turkey bacon, my bananas, my cheese, my grapes, my turkey.
And veggies on a veggie day, even though I don't like veggie day. Why aren't the bees?
That is Frank's voice. I know, April. Shh.
What?
She's like, speaking of list, I forwarded it twice. I got it converted. I haven't had my computer. I'm doing it today, okay? When I get home, I'll do it today. No one likes veggie day, Holly.
I know, but they need it.
You'll not only have last week, you'll have this week's too. They do need it, yes.
Yes, they can't just live off protein and fruit.
Do you get them wounded? Sorry, I'm new.
Oh, he was just spinning, chasing his tail on the trampoline.
Do you get them wounded? I'm new.
Yes and no. So we have gotten a few that are wounded. We've gotten a few that cannot be re-released because of how small they are. He was wounded, and so was our other ones. His head is misshaped. He's not as big due to that issues. He should be about double the size, but he can't survive on his own out there.
So what we do is we get animals that are brought to us by an animal control authority that cannot be re-released into the wild. We don't do re-release. We are a place for animals to come and stay and live out the rest of their life so that they don't have to be euthanized just because of their species. So that is what we do. So this one did come to us wounded, but other ones come to us from neglect situations or owners that can no longer keep them, or laws and regulations change and there's no other place for the animal to go. And so that government authority actually will turn that animal over to us directly so that we can take care of it.
Rocket is putting on a show.
Where is he? Oh, he's getting his tail.
I thought it was his tail, but he broke his hands on him.
Have you ever seen a raccoon chase his tail? I haven't. Again, that's not our quads, that is our neighbor's quads. Hi, buddy. Hello.
He stops being cute for a camera.
Strike a pose.
Hi, bud. How are you?
Yeah, they eat really, really well. Swear to goodness, dude. Odie didn't attack me this morning. They're more loud than the howling wolves.
He was just doing it again.
He's gonna do it.
Just be cute. I'll pull my phone out for when he does it.
Rock-a-bye rocket on the treetop. No, these aren't the same neighbors. These neighbors have never been mean to us, but I do think it's funny that the other neighbors think the wolves howling is the nuisance, and they're not suing any other neighbors for their noise and their animals. Just ours. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I know. It is what it is.
Did you guys get some chicken today?
They're not afraid of the quad noise, but they don't favor it. That is for sure. Where's Cargo?
Did he come up to meet you?
No.
Aww.
I think it's too cold. But he did come out and eat some of his food. Cargo's our hooded skunk.
I'm going to put insectivore on that little scratch. Hopefully he uses it.
Oh, yeah, just to get in there. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. I can tell you who doesn't like the quads, and that's Salvador.
He's very angry right now.
He's very upset. He's not liking it. How cold is it here?
I think it's about 45, 50 degrees, but it's windy and it's swirling. And our windstorm's supposed to start at noon.
There is no
late.
leash law, you're correct. Can you tell me what animals that we have?
We have over 100 animals, 52 different species. So we have everything from wolf dogs to cougars, bobcats, sloths, giant anteaters, skunks, coatis, raccoons, lots of reptiles, and lots of birds.
Should we go see some wolf dogs?
Let's go see some wolf dogs.
Okay, let's go do that.
Don't make fun of my popcorn sticks because I wanted the rotted ends not to match up, so I flipped it and now it doesn't line up.
Holly? That's gonna drive me crazy!
What was I supposed to do?
Call me and I'll fix it.
No, it's done. You're alive.
Look at how beautiful it is, fall. And Jeremy just leaf blowed. Oh,
There's that windstorm.
here comes the wind. Da-na-na-na. Here comes the wind.
So these guys do not like the wind. They know it means things are falling from the sky.
And they do not like that, Sam I am.
Oh my goodness, yesterday a big branch hit this when it scared me.
Oh, did it? I'm sure Echo was thrilled.
Oh yeah, he was not very.
Willow, you're looking a little chunky monkey there, dude.
Oh, gross.
Hi, Cowbell. Hi, Luther. Hi, Nitro. Hi, Willow.
She's like, ooh, a vest.
I know. You're a good girl, though. Hi, guys. So we always have a way for our wolf dogs to excuse themselves from people. We never force people upon them. If they want to be loved, they come. If they don't, they don't. And that's okay. Mm-hmm. We never force animals to do what they do not want to do because that is just not a fair thing to do for exotics.
You know who's always ready to be loved?
Willow.
This girl.
Luther, come here. Come here, buddy. Not you. You stay with Holly.
Thank you, Red Bull fell.
It was empty. I put it on the trash can because I don't open it. There's my boy.
Can
Who's
you
this my
believe she's
boy?
6 going on 7?
No.
When did that happen?
No, thank you. I don't know.
Calvin, why are you scared?
It's windy. Why are they caged? Well, because they are wolf dogs and cannot legally be re-released into the wild because they were born in captivity. It's highly illegal to release an animal. Because people have chosen to release Burmese pythons and things in Florida or iguanas because they feel that the animal should have been free rather than taken in and rehomed. Now they're illegal to own because they re-release them into the wild and
they're outcompeting native wildlife.
And they're killing off the natural things that need to be there. We never let it loose. That is one of our biggest sayings ever.
Right, Willow?
Hey, Echo. Echo. I think here's Jeremy coming down. And Luther. Aren't they handsome? They're so handsome. And then there's Willow.
Is she so beautiful?
I'm gonna see if I can get some Nitro Love head. Okay, well, let me. Hollyism. I'm gonna see if I can get Nitro to give me head rubs.
Oh, Mark, all our animals eat way better than we do. Today they get pork ribs with lots of beef chunks. We got a lot of roast donated. Willow always wants attention. That's the problem. Well, I guess it's not a problem, but everyone else, she pushes them away. The darkest one right there, that is Mr. Nitro. I know Willow is clean today. She hasn't really had anything to roll in, which I'm very thankful for. Yes, she still has that elk belly. I'm waiting for it to go down. In here, we have 5 and 6-year-olds. Luther, which is that dark one right there, and then Calvin, who is in the back right now, are the 5-year-olds. Everyone else is 6. Our oldest wolf is Kakoa, though. She's 14. She'll be 15 in April. Jalen, I could too. One of the things I actually do to kind of relax is I'll come and just sit in here. The white wolf is the Alpha Omega.
No. There's no such thing as an alpha. It's not real. It's a made-up concept. I want to see Nitro.
No, these guys don't ever really get aggressive. During breeding season, they will bicker with each other, but that's about it. Hi.
I want Nitro to give me a hairstyle today, but everyone's taking over.
Oh yeah, Lisa, they do a lot of testing before they do re-release. That's why those places are set up for those re-release programs, because they know what they're doing and they do it to a T to make sure no bad genetics are going out there, make sure that it's a species that is native there. No, when we have volunteers, they don't get to come in with any of our animals.
Willow is such an attention hog. I cannot even get why not?
You know how I know breeding season's coming close? That, right there. So what can we do to help you guys? Can you explain? Oh, why is only... Oh, no, don't. I can only see part of the comment. Can you explain more on the permit?
We're going to do all of that tomorrow, to be quite honest. I kind of want to have it all in one area, one spot for people to watch tomorrow. So yeah, we will explain all of that tomorrow. The permit is just for us to do our it's a special use permit to allow us to do our tours, in which we did for over 6 years out here. And they just came in, they shut us down and said, we want you to get a special use permit to allow 2 groups of 10. There's so much dirt over there. They're going over our fence.
I know.
Ah!
No, we don't bathe the wolves. They actually jump in that trough right there and clean themselves.
I know.
Oh, so this pack isn't in a bigger run right now because this is their night run. We have a windstorm going on. Those big runs are only for when we are here, and that one pack gets to go out there. When we're not here, they all go into night runs or safe places where nothing can happen to them. No trees come down. So this is just their night run. So you see this big area here. That is just a covered area they go into. And then back through that gate, you see Mr. Calvin. That is another place for them to go. So it's a pretty big enclosure down here. We are on 10 acres. Oh, thank you, April. Can't do it without you.
But anyway, this is Luther. He is a 5, soon to be 6-year-old boy. This is Echo. He is a 5, soon to be 6-year-old boy. That is Nitro. He is a 5, soon to be 6 to be 7-year-old boy.
You just repeated Luther's over and over again.
6 to be 7, 6 to be 7, 5 to be 6. He's our youngest boy out here is Luther.
Taz girl, you can actually symbolically adopt one of our wolf dogs. If you go to our bio and follow that link in our Popple account, it'll show you there. show you how to do it. Oh, yes, Lisa. If they were to jump that wrong, they would definitely hit our fence or come over the fence.
Is it doing okay?
Oh, thank you. This is the first animal live that I believe.
Thank you.
Who is in the back? That is Calvin, and then Brian is back there as well.
I love you.
So, one of the big things that we educate people about, it's very important to us, is that wolves actually play a super essential role in the ecosystem. We are killing out wolves right now, and it's really, really sad. And so what we do is we actually get to go in more detail to explain to you why these guys are not the villains. We don't encourage people to own wolf dogs as pets because 95% of them end up in sanctuaries. It's a really, really sad thing. A lot of sanctuaries are full right now.
Thank you so much.
And we're hoping that with your guys' help and our tours being gone, the county is kind of has made it pretty clear that they don't want us to be involved in wolf conservation. So I get about 80 phone calls a year or so to do wolf dog rescue, people looking for a place for their wolf dogs to go. And you know what? We're gonna take that lemon and we're gonna make it into lemonade, because if we can give wolf dogs a safe place to go and we can work with them and make them feel safe, you know, then that's just the direction that we'll go. But if we do that, we get out of wolf conservation.
Thank you for the pumpkin spice
We are going to
lattes.
have to get help from the community and the public, because we won't be open for tours. Our main source of income has been gone for 20 months because of the county and because of a few like a wealthy neighbor. And we're working hard to figure it out so that we can stay here and we can be that sanctuary that people know is a really safe place for animals to go. We do not think that animals should be in captivity for fun.
Yeah, if they're able to live happy lives and they're born wild.
They need to stay wild. That is important to us.
Washington State.
We don't take in possums because we want a possum. We take in possums that really cannot survive on their own. They only live 1 to 2 years in the wild, 3 to 4 in captivity at most. And we just want to be a really safe place for animals. And animals that are captively bred and born are not protected by ESA or a wildlife agency. So those have to find a sanctuary to
1246.
go, because you cannot re-release them into the wild. Nitro, can I please have a hairstyle? Nitro. Is that wind scary? Nitro. So Echo is one of our most concerned wolves. This is his hardest weather to deal with. Wolves are naturally elusive animals. So the wind blowing, he knows that means a tree could fall. So he's sitting there, he's constantly watching. If a leaf falls from the tree, he's on edge. These do not make good guard dogs. They are naturally elusive. It's hard to get that shyness out of them. You get some that are just, willow, but that's super rare. It's more normal to get something that's a little bit more shy like this. So Echo, he's kind of our old soul. He gets just a little bit nervous. It has to be on his time. That's okay. Nitro, he's not happy with the quads and dirt bikes being driven right now. It's making him on edge. That is why we always have a way for animals to go into a different run, away from everything. They have 3 different hides in here that are human free, so that they can just be who they are and distribute how they feel comfortable doing it.
So, due to centuries of eradication, the possibility of finding 100% wolf is non-existent. In the wild, the closest they found is about 99% wolf, and the 1% was dog. So it does technically make them a wolf dog, but when they're wild, they consider them full-blown wolves.
Correct. So when someone tells me that they got a DNA testing that says they came back 100% wolf, it tells me that you used a really bad DNA test. You do get what you pay for. I have not had luck with Wisdom. They have not been a good brand for us to use. And now I can't say that for domesticated, like your everyday domesticated dogs, like labs and things like that. But as far as getting wolf dog content, that's not a good program to use. I would use Embark. I would also encourage you that if you think that you do have a wolf dog, or you were told that you have a wolf dog, get that DNA testing done, because we've had several people who have said that they purchased a wolf dog and they really just purchased a Shiloh Shepherd Alaskan Malamute Siberian Husky mix. And it does look very wolfish, but it has no wolf in it. That actually plays to your guys' benefit, because wolf dogs are so misunderstood that there's like this villain that people see, just like a pit bull or a German Shepherd. People get nervous, a Rottweiler, but really.
So because of those quads, Salvador is very angry right now, so we're not going to go see him.
He's not happy.
When he's in that kind of mood, we really can't be in there. Exactly, Paula. Embark.
Also, I don't encourage you to ever get a wolf dog. If you want something destructive, get a husky. These guys like to be outside.
And they're all done.
It's bothering them today. It normally doesn't bother them, but the combination of that with wind, it kind of has to be one or the other. So they have this scary wind going on, and they have the scary quads going on, and they don't like it, except for Willow. She could care less. She's watching rabbit TV over there. We have a rabbit in one of those enclosures, and so she has just been absolutely thrilled to be able to watch.
How close are those riders?
You can see them on our fence. You can point over there. He's gonna come back around. If you forget which way you go, that way. If you, he's gonna come right over here, Holly. You're gonna see right there, right on the other side of those trees. So on, no, sorry, right there. So on, no, you're in the right spot. I'm pointing so they can see. So you'll look right there.
There they went. So they don't really do it on purpose. They're teenagers and they have the day off from school today.
So this is Willow.
No, those are our neighbors that they don't care that we're here. We have no issues with them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like their new bike.
Well, other than the fact that they have built ramps way too close to our fencing, that does bother me. They have 10 acres also, so they are very capable of putting those jumps elsewhere. So that's kind of frustrating that they have it like right by our main animal area. But you know, it is what it is. They don't complain. They bring us chickens every once in a while, or roosters that they need to have put down. We don't put them down. They dispatch them for us and bring them over. They're very, very kind. You know, you can only complain about so much, but it does get kind of frustrating on windy or really, really rainy days. Like I said, it's the combination of both. Like if the quads and stuff are just going, the animals would be okay. But if this wind, it's too much. It's just like they're overstimulated right now. They don't know what to do. Only some of them, not all of them. They're still eating, which tells you that they're not too stressed out. But it's just, you know, it is what it is. Here's Nai Nai. Hi, Nai. You're making rounds like you want it, but then you're just like, but I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. So Nitro and I, we lost each other's trust about, he's gonna be 7. So about 5 years ago.
Can you believe that?
Uh-huh.
No.
Nitro his brothers were trying to kill him. He has a deformity in his back legs, and I had to sheep him out of here, and that's the memory he has of me. We've been working really hard, and it's like we have good days and we have like neat days. So what he does is it took me about 4 years to get Nitro's trust somewhat back.
That's not true. Wolves aren't vegan. They are carnivores, but they're not obligate carnivores. They will eat vegetation as well.
Yeah, no, they do like the deer and elk and all that good stuff, right? They usually eat your herding animals. Now, they don't eat very many cows like we think they do. They eat about 10,000. Their kill is about 10,000 a year throughout the entire United States. It's a very low number. And most of those are reimbursed. We are trying to get out of that program of reimbursing our farmers for that because it's been taken advantage of, unfortunately. So what we're switching to is we'd like to, the government and other organizations would like to pay for range riders, so we're providing jobs for the economy. They also can just set up electrical fencing.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem that we have is that if you're going to free range your cattle on public land to save on grain, predatory death is just an unfortunate risk that you're willing to take. Now, if you're willing to take that, it may happen. And if you don't have a range rider on public land, well, then that's kind of on you. But we support our farmers 100% because I love beef just as much as the next person.
Is that what you meant? Yes, they eat vegetarians.
Oh, they eat vegans. I get it now.
That's a Dan joke.
Clearly.
But it wasn't Dan.
Oh.
We have a request to go see other animals.
Aw. We're going to go here in just a minute, guys. My watch is up in the cabin because I forgot to charge last night. That's already locked. This way. Hi, cowbell. What am I going to have for lunch today, Holly?
That's a good question.
I know exactly what I'm going to have. My homemade chili.
That sounds good.
It does sound good. Oh, man, that is on here.
A tight, yeah.
It's a tight fit. All right, we'll go see one more thing and then we're going to go, guys. Jeremy's already shut off the water, so he's done. Hello!
Lisa, I missed that one.
Right.
Deer blind dad jokes from Dan.
Oh, they're hilarious. Oh my gosh.
I'll have to go back and look at
The
them.
deer blind, that's who I sent you. About the pterodactyl.
Oh, yeah, that's hilarious.
We're gonna go see some monkeys and we're gonna go because I was gonna take you down to the sloths, but somebody already locked them all up on. He's too on top of it today. Alright. Ooh!
Ooh, it's toasty in here.
That really does make a difference. Holy smokes. That's awesome. It's a different heat too.
I only put that one on one, so if that one for some reason.
Jeremy is like Sal, done with all the sounds.
Okay, so well, we're gonna out of here.
I'll take theirs too.
Yeah. Get them off there.
They didn't eat it all?
One's on the ground. They didn't eat anything.
They usually eat them.
No.
Not today.
You told them they would eat it, and they go. Oh.
Hi, Dolly. You want it? No, she doesn't want it today. They like to have the occasional mouse every once in a while, but not today.
Nope, those are marmosets. Common marmosets.
Marble thing.
They did eat some egg though, Holly.
Did they actually eat it?
Yeah, they ate some hard-boiled egg. These are two of our newest rescues, Mon and Casper. These are ferrets. I love them so much. These will be passing around our table tomorrow because they're just
So cute. You know what we should do is in the middle we should set up their playpen and just let them run around.
Now these guys are carnivores.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't have, they can have something that's like high in protein every once in a while, like eggs and things like that. We're trying to get them over to a raw diet, which is all, all meat, no kibble. But they grew up on kibble. And the one thing that's the hardest process
Is getting them back to
is getting them
natural.
Giving them back to the natural diet. So we tried mice today. They didn't have it.
Which they do like the new food.
They love the new
I
food.
sprinkled it on top, and Mon just ate everything except for the old stuff.
Yeah, so we'll switch over to that then.
Well, that's the last of the
Missouri.
old stuff, yeah. Kibble's not necessarily bad for them, but if you can keep them on their natural diet, which is just real meats and slugs and bugs, it's better for them. But it's kind of like your cat. Your cat is on cat food, and so it does have all the vitamins and nutrition that they need. But they would prefer and be a little bit healthier if they were on a raw diet.
Just like with almost anything, right? Like even your dogs and stuff at home, raw diet's always best, but sometimes not sustainable for you, or so.
Turn one loose on the neighbor's chicken house.
This isn't a weasel; it's a little ferret.
They wouldn't do anything. They'd be like, eh.
They love little baby toys.
They do. It's so adorable.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. That's a kitty, kitty. They're so funny. Anyway, these guys have been fun to have.
Kibble is dry food.
Yeah, so again, it's not horrible for them. They do. So hi baby. So this is kind of what they eat. They're like little nuggets. And it's a kibble, and it's softer for them.
There we go. We're back.
It's softer for them. This works awesome.
I know. I feel the heat.
Yeah, it's good. I have to add another one. So anyway, it's really, really good for them. I'll clean that up tomorrow.
She's dropping kibbles.
So we're going to,
Kibbles.
and then Mon loves that one. He loves this.
That little bitty one?
Yeah. That's where Casper is all the time.
Dolly loves that one.
Yeah,
We
clearly.
know. Lisa, my cats do too.
What?
They just dispatch mice and little rabbits, and they don't eat it.
Oh, mine full up. Chomp them. They eat them all the way down.
They'll decapitate them and then just leave it.
Oh, it's a stretch. Oh, it's a stretch. Oh, yes, it's a big stretch. Yes, it is. Oh, that's a big stretch. That's a big stretch. Yes, that's a big stretch. This is I actually prefer the darker ferrets. I think they're cuter, but
Don't listen to her, Casper.
but I'm pretty.
You're
I'm in love
adorable.
with you. I am in love with. I'm saying if I had to pick out one, I would go with the darker one.
Darkest one I had was Mojo. It was so dark.
But this is like the Siberian husky of ferrets. And the other ones are just plain huskies. Do I go back in your house? Sorry. He just wants to sleep. Ready?
Thank you for all the gifts, guys.
So we're very, very grateful. Thank you to everyone who's watched our story. Thank you for everyone who's new. Join us tomorrow live 11:11. It is going to be a bonfire event essentially. It's supposed to pour rain and all that good stuff. So we mainly are going to probably campfire in here a little bit.
We could
Roast them on our propane heater. Anyway, we're going to do that. And then we will, we're going to be answering all the questions. I've had a lot of calls saying, help us understand. The sad thing is there's not really anything to understand because we don't even understand. But we will answer questions as best as we can tomorrow. Again, we want to be as transparent as possible. And we will, hopefully we'll be able to let you guys understand the direction and stuff that we want to go a little bit more so that you understand who we were, what we transformed to, the direction we were going to go, and now how we're having to pivot and just go a completely different direction. Because our ultimate mission is education and rescue, So we want to educate people why animals are essential in the ecosystem, why you shouldn't own exotic animals, and why we need to like stop, unbalancing nature. And
Thank you
thinking that
for
we know
all
what's
those
best.
gifts. Thank you.
We want to also educate kids and hopefully spark that love and interest for conservation, because it is a scientific fact that conservation starts young. And if we can educate enough children to go, wow, what is plastic doing? Then we've done something right.
Or why is this animal important?
Yeah, or why are we killing out the wolves, and what role does the wolves actually play in nature? Oh, they actually make herds stronger. Oh, they actually take out the old and the sick, which contributes to that.
They
Oh,
change rivers.
they change rivers.
I never actually heard of the trophic cascade until I started college.
Really,
It was never taught in high school
It
or
was
middle
not.
school.
it was not, but I think that it was more in the 1995 where it like took off. Like, oh,
Yeah,
it did
but
work.
such an important thing, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
If it's
absolutely.
not in the 1980s textbooks, then
Those ones are mine.
oh, those are mine. Like, oh, no tile.
But yeah, so
Thank you,
that's
Dan.
kind of our ultimate goal. Is it fully charged?
It is.
Oh.
That was fast.
Yeah, it only takes like 2 hours to charge my watch. But we want to be able to teach kids about the trophic cascade. We want to be able to teach kids about wolf genetics. We want to be able to teach kids that, the number one source of death for animals is actually mosquitoes. Like, we want to de-villainize all the creatures that we've villainized over centuries. Little Red Riding Hood, that's why we did the photo shoot for Little Red Riding Hood. Adam and Eve, we made snakes out to be horrible things. And we're not trying to say, hey, don't be scared of snakes.
They
and
should be
don't
sent out this weekend.
get over your view, or don't get over all that kind of stuff, your fears. But as long as we can leave you with a new appreciation for that animal, we're not expecting you to not be scared of them, because, I get fears.
I'm still not a big fan of spiders, but I do catch and release when they're in my house. 'Cause I
Yeah.
know they're super important.
Yeah, they are super important. And so, and I have this one spider that builds a nest right by my Ring camera that pisses me off. But I'm very happy that he's there because he catches all the little bugs, and that's his role in nature, right? So I try not to knock him down too often. It's just every once in a while, and he keeps setting it off over and over and over and over again. But anyway, then he just rebuilds it. But we want to do that. That is our goal. That is our mission. Yes, you can be scared of snakes, but please know what they do. Please don't go out and kill them. Please don't do this, because this is what they're doing for you. This is what they're doing for your garden. This is what they're doing to keep your rodent populations under
We sell
control.
it.
And I can tell you that if more neighborhoods had more snakes, you would have less rats and rodents, because that's what they do. Or if you had more trees in your area, you would have more hawks, and you'd have more eagles, and you'd have more birds of prey that actually contribute to helping that population also. There is a huge problem going on in Freeland, Washington here, that people let go lionhead rabbits. Now the lionhead rabbits are breeding with the wild rabbits, and they're going to be overpopulated.
Well, and there's a super contagious disease running through the rabbit population down there.
There is, and it's very contagious.
Like, I went to the Island County Fair, and I like to see all the animals. I'm like, did they actually bring rabbits? They had it set up, but in every cage was just a photo of the rabbit, because they weren't going to bring the real rabbits down there.
And rightfully so, because it's so contagious, right?
It's there's no fixing it. I mean, it's death if you have it.
Right. Yeah, there's no
cure.
helping your rabbit. If your rabbit gets it, you euthanize it so that it doesn't spread it, and so that because there's no cure. And that's kind of like with the bird flu and stuff like that. There are a lot of things, like when we had bird flu come through Skagit County, we didn't take in any chickens or any donations for that kind of stuff, because we didn't want to take the possibility of affecting our animals out here.
Everyone really likes your tattoo.
Thank you. Me too! I'm so excited. It's brand new as of yesterday. My first and probably not my last, but it will be a while before I get another one, because...
Okay, guys. If you want to join us tomorrow for some fun stories and more information, we start at 11:11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
And we will you'll get to meet some of our really cool board members who have brought us to this point, because I can tell you something. We have to give a huge thank you to Jessica Young, to April Grossruck. They have done so much for this organization, and you guys will hear all that they've done, and they'll be like we all are, oh no, we don't do that.
But they do so much.
So much. And we have more people coming into that community too. April C, she's been a moderator for what, like almost a full year now.
Yeah.
Right? And
I think she was like one of our very first moderators.
She was one
and
of our
she's
first.
fantastic.
I know she is. And she's taking care of my symbolic adoptions when I get them sent to her. That's on me, not on her. That's on me. I'm going to get all that to her tonight.
Frogtown's on. He just asked if we do anything but beg for money.
He was on theirs up till 9 o'clock at night.
You know what? Can I tell you something? I'm totally butthurt. Because I thought you only harassed me. But then I found out you harassed like the entire wolf dog community in general. And I'm so sad about that.
He called them professional TikTok beggars. He's never called us that.
I am so butthurt.
I love that all our followers like, oh, he's back.
Hey, you know what, Frog Toad Man Mayor 770007?
Oh, Albert.
Oh, Albert. And I found out your name was Albert. So, Albert, my name's Ashley. And guess what? I actually haven't been begging for money at all today. I've actually been educating people, which is what I love to do, about animals and how they're central in the ecosystem and all that kind of stuff. You know. So, but no, I'm so honored to have you here. Appreciate you.
Open up our algorithm.
I just appreciate you so much. You're so sweet. You know, we should go get coffee. You and I. Not a date, but I am married.
I think they're in California.
He can make the drive. He has nothing clearly better to do. So, drive up here. Let's go get some coffee. I really was hurt though when.
Thank you for the ice cream.
When I found out that you do go visit other platforms and troll them too, I was super sad. Like I was like, oh, I'm not that special. That's really disheartening to me. So, but I do appreciate you. So, thank you for your wonderful opinions in life, and I do respect those greatly. So.
Well, Albert, Frogtone Man, you're even getting love from our Facebook followers. They all say hi.
Aww. See, this is what I love about this community. They're so kind, and you know. Can I ask though, like, are you okay? Do you need a hug? Frog Toad Man?
If Ashley's willing to give you a hug, that's saying something.
We could make a shirt. I don't hug anyone, but
I'm just asking. I mean, clearly something's going on in life, and so, you know, if you need to talk, let me know. I get that trauma and all that stuff. And,
join our Popple Me account. You can find out how to contact us.
you know, it's rough to be angry all the time. So.
He is very quiet since that first comment.
Aww.
What comment?
Do we do anything other than beg for money?
Oh, did April mute him already though?
No, I don't think she has.
She gives him some leeway now, though.
Oh. Is he gone?
Shirt, Frogtown for mayor.
Frogtown?
No, April didn't mute him. I think he just left.
I wonder if I.
And everyone's very surprised you're offering a hug.
You know, sometimes
Cite my phone.
sometimes people need a hug. You know, if you're that angry in the world and you have to go around and say really mean things about nonprofits and all of that kind of stuff, and you know, say, are you begging for money? That's the whole point of being a nonprofit. You just constantly have to beg for money. That's nonprofit, right? So like the only reason nonprofits are around are because of the amazing community that follows them and it stays with them. And you know, it's like the one most humbling thing that I've had through this 3.5 years is that is allowing the community to come and help. Because if you know me, you know I don't like asking for help, and it was even hard for me to ask April C to help. It was hard for me to get all of that. It's very, very hard for me. And so
it did,
Why
Lisa.
isn't anyone helping her unload the meat?
yeah, people be like, why is she unloading her truck by herself? Because I want to. Because I don't like people helping me. But at the same time,
Well, thank you, April, for bugging her until she broke.
did.
That's how most of our moms came on.
I know. I like people who bug me enough. I finally.
Frogtown, what BS? Actually, I do have a BS. There's lots of BSs.
Yeah. So Holly has her BS in zoology.
I won't meet you.
Yeah. That's so. Yeah. What BS? It's so funny. I will hug if you want to come up for coffee. I'll gladly talk to you. I you know, or if you want to give me a call, my phone number is listed in the link in the Popple account. If you want to actually
Thank you, Abby.
talk, I'm for it. I know that I will never convince you otherwise of what you already feel and what your opinion already is. So I understand that that's probably a moot thing to do, but like, you know, I'm really sorry for whatever you're struggling with in your life because you're clearly unhappy, and that's a really, I'm not making light of that. It's a really hard place to be in. I have been there. I have been in that really dark place where like everyone, I just wanted to look at all the negative in everything, and I wanted to bring things in that really aren't happening because I just needed to feel that way because I was just sad and angry and depressed, and I've been there. And I've learned that life's too short. There's been very humbling experiences that life is just too short to be mad all the time and to judge people for what they're doing all the time when you're not doing anything to make the world a better place, and you're not the one who's going out and trying to maybe help kids get fresh water or help kids with school lunches because they can't afford it, or you know, you're not putting yourself into making a cause better or more worthy, but rather you're going and you're crapping on those who are trying to. That's really, really it's a really hard place to be. And I'm not making light of that.
Frogtown today isn't about begging, it's about having fun and educating.
Yeah, but I'm saying that I understand that, like, you know, you should, I can tell you that I don't just, what I don't do for me. So.
I know you're being serious, but the comments are hilarious.
No, but I'm trying not to make light. Like, I know that people who troll and people who come on, and you truly are trolling. Like, you're trolling so many platforms, and you're talking negative about so many people. And I'm just very curious of what you do in your life that gives you the right to be able to do that to other people. And I really, really encourage you to just like...
He wants to know what you mean by fresh water.
To kids?
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of third world countries out there who don't have fresh water.
Yeah, and they have to hike miles a day to be able to get in. There's
dysentery is still very real in a lot of countries.
Yeah, it's very, very sad. And there are some really great organizations that actually contribute to the fresh water and to like getting wells actually drilled.
That are nonprofits.
They're all nonprofits, by the way. Because to collect a donation, you have to be a nonprofit. You can't collect a donation unless you are a charitable nonprofit. So, legally, at least. But fresh water, I mean, there's kids that and families, and there's so many things that are going on, and there's people here in our country, there's kids that don't have food. And you know what? Every time my kid gets something sent home that's like, buy a kid a yearbook or buy a kid a field trip or do that, we always pay for 2 or 3 extra field trips. We always give more money so that kids are not in need. So I don't just contribute to my charity, I contribute to several other charities because as a charity, I know how hard it is to survive, and I'm very fortunate for my husband to have a really good job to allow me to do that and allow me to contribute. And I get to contribute here by working for free. So all the 80 hours of work that I do right now in this current moment with where the company is at, I don't get paid because I do love what I do and I do believe in what I do. And but with that said, I would really highly encourage you to maybe go out and start helping other people rather than just being so angry all the time. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's really, I've been there. It's just not worth it. So, hopefully you start looking at life a little bit more positively. So anyway, with that said, do you cut his toenails? Yeah. He's really good at it.
You gonna do Casper too?
Does he need this?
They both do. I just did it. I did it like 2 weeks ago, so it probably needs to be done again.
Compare to him, put that on our thing. It helps out. I mean, you don't need it, but it helps out significantly.
Well, it wasn't hard for you to do that, though, was it?
No, it just makes it easier.
So
okay, guys, we will see you tomorrow at 11:11.
All right, have a good one.
Bye.
This works really well.
Caboodle!